Now he's playing the bishop's opening. Let's just develop normally. And then he plays queen e2. That's developing his queen way too early, by the way. In fact, I'm able to play knight d4 and just force the queen to move again. And then he plays queen to d3. That's not the square for the queen. He's about to lose the entire game once I hit him with pawn to d5. Because he already has to be careful what he does here. He decides to pull the bishop back, and let's just take on e4, hit the queen. We're forcing the queen to move over and over. And then he plays queen to c4. He's trying to checkmate me on f7. But bishop to e6 guards the mate. It attacks the queen. Now he has to move the queen again. He checks on a4. Let's play pawn c6, which means his queen is under attack and he has to worry about pawn to b5. And we're about to set up something that could, in fact, win his queen. Now, here's how it starts. It starts by playing the move pawn to b5, attacking his bishop. Now, once he moves the bishop, I'm going to take on b3 because the bishop guards the c2 square. And then once he takes on b3, I'm going to develop my bishop to b4 and attack his queen. Now, it is an hanging bishop, but he's not able to take that bishop. So he didn't take the bishop. That was smart. He decided to move the queen all the way over to g3, but it still allows me to take on c2, which hits the king and his rook at the same time. He moves the king, and now we're actually going to be going for a checkmate. We're going to take his rook, and he obviously wants to take a free pawn because I'm not able to defend my rook. But with the move that I'm going to play, if he takes my rook, he's going to be getting checkmated, and that's the move queen to d3. Queen to d3 is threatening a checkmate, which is why he decided to take on e5 first. The thing is, if I block with the knight, he takes the rook with check, and I can't afford that. So let's move the king over to f8. Well, he puts his knight on the edge of the board, but that did not help him. That's still a checkmate. Hit subscribe for more.